Hey, is it true that you and Amelia are getting divorced?
Yeah. We're discussing it.
Oh my. Well, I'm not surprised. She never really fit in. 3 years and still no sign of pregnancy. I'm glad you finally realized it. I always wondered if you would ever make a decision. Oh, by the way, I've met someone amazing. I'll introduce her when you come to visit us soon. I got to know her grandmother through a weekend gathering. Her name is Lisa, and she's 19. If she's this young, my future grandchildren aren't too far away.
I won't be going back home anytime soon, though.
Oh, why is that?
I mean, I'm working full time. Getting divorced doesn't exactly give me free time, Mom.
You have a point there. Oops, I got a little too excited. Are you coming back home for Christmas? I'll arrange a blind date for you and Lisa around that time, all right?
No, no. Don't do that.
Why? What's wrong?
She's 19. I'm a 30-year-old man who's been divorced twice. It just doesn't seem right.
Don't worry about that. She's not the type to care about those minor details.
Please, just don't do it.
Oh, don't say that. It could just be a casual gathering, you know?
I don't know when I'll be able to come back, so please don't make decisions on your own.
All right, all right. Let me know when you'll be coming back, okay? I'll make arrangements then. Hey, long time no see. Have you decided on your return date?
Not yet. Why?
Well, I wanted to set you up on a blind date.
What blind date?
Remember when I mentioned my friend's granddaughter, Lisa? Her parents were quite interested when I spoke to them about you.
That's not relevant at the moment.
Oh, don't be like that. Sometimes it's better to go with the flow in these matters.
It's only your idea, not mine. I'm not interested.
I know you're secretly happy, so don't pretend otherwise.
Mom, seriously.
She's such a lovely girl. I bet she already trusts you, even without knowing you well. After all, you're my son.
Maybe Lisa's family has their own reasons for being excited about this.
Hey, don't say things like that. They'll be your future in-laws. Show some kindness.
I haven't even met them yet.
That just shows how eager both parties are for this to work out.
Anyway, I won't come back home until this blind date is cancelled.
What? Come on, that's not fair.
I have to start my shift soon. Talk to you later, Mom.
Fine then. We'll make the arrangements ourselves. I'll send you the details later. Make sure to come. Are you on your way here right now? Today is the big day. Oh, I can't wait to see you. I'm really excited for you two to meet. My future grandchild is getting closer, and that puts a smile on my face.
What? I'm not coming home, Mom. I told you. Until this blind date is called off, I'm not coming back.
Now, hold on. Seats are reserved at an expensive restaurant. And the girl's family is going to be there too. You can't just decide everything on your own.
Mom, no. You can't decide everything on your own.
Me?
I've told you numerous times that I don't want this blind date to happen.
Listen, you can't be so selfish and say,
Does this mean there was no room for my opinion from the beginning?
no, I don't mean it like that.
Even if you don't mean it, that's how it is. I'm not going. That's the end of it.
Please. I know you are a kind child. You can even show up late, so please. Think of it as saving my face, please.
Geez. If you are this stubborn, I guess it can't be helped.
You're coming. Thank you so much.
I'm going to explain everything. You caused trouble for others because I didn't explain why I'm not going.
What are you going on about?
I got back together with Amelia.
What? You can't be serious. What are you talking about? You got divorced from her. Why would you get back together? It doesn't make sense.
Nothing is weird. I got married to her, but this time, I'm using her surname.
Her surname. You've got to be kidding me. Calm down and think about what you have done. Get divorced from her. Right now. Lisa is younger, and she's a better match. She's 19.
Age doesn't matter. How I feel is what matters.
But a wife who can't get pregnant is just not good enough.
Amelia's pregnant.
Wait. Really? She actually got pregnant?
Yeah. True story.
Well then. Why did you two get divorced in the first place? You didn't need to get divorced if that's the case.
Actually, getting her away from the source of her stress was probably the reason she was able to get pregnant.
Stress?
After 3 years of trying, we thought something was not right. We both went to the clinic and talked with our gynecologist and urologist. But we couldn't find anything wrong with us. That led me to think it was maybe the stress Amelia was dealing with.
What do you mean, stress? Was she stressed out about something?
You really don't know, huh?
What was it?
Amelia was stressed out because of you.
What? Me? Why?
After going through all this, she told me everything. You were bullying my wife. Again.
What? No. I'd never do that.
You said that during my first divorce. I thought you promised me not to do such a thing again.
I do feel sorry for being a little too strict towards her. Living too close made things worse, you know? Like, making her faults stand out? Anyway, I've never bullied her or anything. You guys lived pretty far away from us too.
Nope. What you were doing didn't change. How you were doing it did. At the end of the day, what you were doing was bullying her.
All these accusations. What exactly have I done to her then?
Phone calls and texts. Every day, you would call her and pressure her to conceive. If she didn't answer her phone, you would text her, pressuring her to get pregnant. Once she ignored it, and you drove all the way here, 3 hours of driving. You lectured her about her deficiencies and nagged her about what she needed to do. She had no choice but to respond to your texts and answer your calls. Time and time again, you harassed her about her inability to conceive. Over and over. Who deserves all of this? You even asked her to inform you about her menstrual cycle. You went as far as asking her to tell you when we were having intercourse. How far were you willing to go?
I just wanted to see my future grandchild sooner. Both of you wanted a child, right? I was just trying to be helpful.
That's the problem. You weren't helping, you were only making things worse for us. Amelia was the one who felt the most upset about infertility. Your constant nagging caused her immense stress. Even though we didn't live together, it was enough to cause severe stress.
But
Stress has negative effects on pregnancy, and that's a fact.
well, she did get pregnant,
What do you mean, you know? I hope you're not going to suggest, come live close to us.
Well,
You know what? Amelia held back because she didn't want to speak ill of you. After all, you are my mother. I can't believe I let my wife go through this again. I've learned my lesson, living apart from you wouldn't solve anything.
people have to endure some level of stress, right?
The level of stress she had to endure was enormous. All because you bullied her.
I honestly didn't mean.
Your failure to realize what was wrong is the scariest part. I'm done dealing with all of this. I don't want to lose Amelia. Please, from now on, stop bothering us.
Wait a minute. Can you still make it to the blind date, though?
Why would I meet this girl when I'm already married? That's absurd.
But
I don't think Lisa will be going either.
why is that?
It seems her parents were also pressuring her into this blind date.
Ha! But Lisa herself seemed interested.
She says she never expressed any interest.
Really?
She found out about it 3 days ago. She wanted nothing to do with a guy she didn't know, especially one with 2 divorces. She tried to find someone who had my contact information to cancel the blind date directly. And we spoke yesterday. She is also in a committed relationship.
I can't believe it. I never heard about that.
I don't know the specifics from their side. I'm not even interested. But anyway, I'm a married man. Lisa is declining this blind date as well. So, all in all, it's just a waste of time.
Then,
It was only you and Lisa's parents who were interested in this whole thing. Well, that's the end of it.
no, that can't be.
Fine. Amelia and I won't be answering your calls from now on.
Please, let's talk.
I'll make sure I can contact Dad. Please communicate with us through Dad, okay?
No, wait.
Goodbye. Dad had no idea about the blind date. You can't imagine how angry Dad was when I told him about the bullying. He used to be a quiet man, but this time he spoke his mind. Mom mentioned a friend during her weekend gathering. She was furious when she found out about everything from her beloved granddaughter. She reprimanded both her grandchild's parents and my mother. After being scolded by both her friend and dad, she hasn't attended the gathering since then. She realized that it was her own fault that she couldn't see her grandchild. It seems like this time she truly understood the severity of the consequences.